Hello, welcome to another short reading for Grey Day. Like everyone else doing these, I'll be reading from Lanark by Alasdair Gray. Here's my 4-volume edition, which is a little bit special because it has, it's tricky to show you because it's a bit shiny, but if you can see there on the top, it has the signature of Papa Alasdair himself. He only did 2,000 of those, so I sort of like to imagine him in his hillhead tenement industriously signing them all one by one. I'm going to be reading from volume 1, which, as I'm sure you know, is book 3 of the novel, and it's from the Lanark section, not the Thor section, which means it's going to be a little bit more fantastical. The passage I've chosen to read is set in the Institute, and Lanark has just been promoted from patient to doctor, and he's still kind of blundering around trying to understand what's going on and what to do. So here goes. He entered a softly lit restaurant with a low blue ceiling and thick blue carpet. The tables were empty with their cloths removed, except for one on the far side where Ozenfant sat. He wore a light grey suit with yellow waistcoat and tie. The corner of a white napkin was tucked between 2 buttons of the waistcoat. He was cutting a small morsel on his plate with obvious pleasure, and he looked up and beckoned Lanark over. The light came from 2 candles on his table and from low arches in the walls, arches of a Moorish pattern which seemed to open into brighter rooms at a lower level. Through the nearest, Lanark saw a section of dance floor with black trouser legs and long skirts waltzing over it. Ozenfant said, "Come, join me. The others have long finished, but I am somewhat addicted to the joys of the feeding trough." A waitress came from among the shadowy tables, pulled out a chair and handed Lanark a menu. The dishes were named in a language he didn't understand. He returned the menu and said to Ozenfant, "Could you order for me?" "Certainly. Try enigma de filet congelé. After the slops of the invalid ward, you probably appreciate stronger meat." Ozenfant gulped from a tulip-shaped glass and pulled his mouth down at the corners. "Unluckily, I cannot recommend the wine. Synthetic chemistry has much to learn in that direction." The waitress placed before Lanark a plate with a cube of grey jelly on it. He cut a thin slice from a surface and found it tasted of elastic ice. He swallowed quickly, and the back of his nose was filled by a smell of burning rubber, but he was surprised by a sense of friendly warmth. He felt relaxed, yet capable of powerful action. He ate another slice, and the smell was worse. He laid down the knife and fork and said, "I can't eat more than that." Ozenfant dabbed his lips with a napkin. "No matter. A mouthful gives all the nourishment one needs. As you learn to like the flavour, you will come to take more, and in a few years you will be overeating like the rest of us." "Oh, I won't be here in a few years." "Oh?" "I'm leaving when I find a suitable companion." "Why?" "I want the sun." Ozenfant began laughing heartily, then said, "I beg your pardon, but to hear such a sober fellow declare such a strange passion was a little unexpected. Why the sun?" Lanark was irritated beyond normal reticence. He said, "I want to love and meet friends and work in it." I think that's a nice place to leave it. Thank you for listening, and happy Grey Day.